Rayhan stood at the back of the hall, watching everyone else celebrate. He saw the certificates, heard the applause, and saw all the smiles, but his name was never called. Not this time, not the last time. Again, on the long walk home, he asked himself a question that stung more than any failure ever could. If no one ever notices my effort, does it still matter? So, Rayhan began to work in silence. He woke up for the early mornings and stayed up for the late nights. There were no likes on social media, no words of praise from his peers, and absolutely no encouragement from anyone. While his friends were all chasing shortcuts and easy wins, he chose the slow, steady path of patience. Of course, there were days he wanted to stop. So many days when progress felt completely invisible. Days when the only reward he got for all his effort was pure, bone-deep exhaustion. It felt pointless. But every single night, before he went to sleep, Rayhan would open his notebook and write down just one line: "I showed up today." That simple sentence became his personal victory. It was the only validation he needed. Months passed. Almost imperceptibly at first, his skills began to sharpen. Quietly, without any fanfare, his confidence started to grow from within. He wasn't the same person who had stood at the back of that hall. Then one day, during a major meeting, the entire room fell silent as his work appeared on the main screen. People who had once overlooked him now leaned forward in their seats. You could see heads nodding in agreement all around the room. The air, once thick with doubt, was now filled with respect. And then, the applause finally came. It was loud and genuine. But Rayhan didn't smile. He couldn't, because in that moment, he remembered all those days, all those nights, when no one clapped. He remembered the silence. Later, someone came up to him and asked, "How did you keep going when it felt like nobody believed in you?" Rayhan looked at them and answered calmly, "I wasn't working for the applause. I was working for the life I wanted." Remember, the most powerful progress you will ever make happens when no one is watching. If this story inspired you, like the video and subscribe to Royal Reads for more motivational stories that build strength in silence.